everybody, it's Ian the Off Kilter Crafter. I hope you're having a great day today. It is July 1st, so it's time to recap everything that happened in June. By the way, I hope you had an awesome Pride Month in June. As many of you know, June is Pride Month for the LGBTQIA+ community, and it's just so great to see all the pride flags and the support that happens during the month of June. But don't forget, allies, you can still be an ally all year round. It doesn't just have to happen during the month of June. The rainbows don't have to stop in June. But I greatly appreciate everybody's support if you're an ally or if you're a member of the queer community. It is so great to have you a part of the community. And yeah, I just love Pride Month each month, and it's always great when it comes around. June feels like it was a very productive month, but also not very productive at the same time. And I guess that's because the projects that I worked on were kind of more intensive projects, I guess. And so I feel like I got a lot accomplished, but not much accomplished at all. Plus, there was a lot of other things going on, like, you know, packing for a move. Lots going on, but also at the same token, not a lot to show for it as well. So I can show you plenty of packing boxes, but that's not really interesting and not very great for a video. But anyways, let's talk about one of the projects that I did finish here in the month of June. Well, last month in the month of June. The first project that I finished, of course, was the baby quilt. Now, if you didn't know about this project or didn't watch the video, there is a video. I'll link it down in the description below. You can check it out. This was a Stitch It kit from Cotton Cuts. It was kindly purchased by Katie, the Greenland quilter. She actually sent it to me because she knows how much I love Tula Pink. So thank you, Katie, for doing that. And basically, I just made a whole bunch of blocks with it. I didn't quite know what to do with it because the Stitch It kit is basically a choose your own adventure type thing. And so I put together some blocks and didn't quite know how I should put them together or make it all mesh. And I created this baby quilt, child quilt, whichever one you want to call it, because it's like a little bit bigger than a baby quilt, but a little bit smaller than like a full-size twin size quilt. Anyways, I love how it came together, and I love that I got to use my scraps to put it together. Can't wait to get it quilted and give it to somebody. I know it's going to be a wonderful gift for somebody in the future. But yeah, it turned out really well, and I'm quite proud of myself for problem solving with it. If you want to check out all the problems that I had with it, go check out that video. I talk about them and the solutions that I used to solve those problems. Also in June, I worked on a Haunted Mansion Holland bag. Now, if you don't know about the Holland bag from Center Street Quilts, it's amazing. It is a great, great pattern. If you've never made a bag pattern, it is so easy. It honestly is so easy, and a great simple sew that comes together well and looks pretty professional in my opinion. But my friend loves the Haunted Mansion just as much as I do. She's my Disney buddy. We go to Disney and we have a great time. In fact, we're planning another Disney trip in the future. She loves the Haunted Mansion just as much as I do. It's one of her favorite rides at the parks. And when I received this Haunted Mansion fabric from a friend, I knew exactly what it needed to go into and who it needed to go to. So I loved working on this bag. I think it's perfect. She absolutely loved it. She thought it was great, and I'm so excited that she has a little bit of Haunted Mansion that she can use to store whatever she wants to in it. Fun bag and fun to make. Next up, Margo. Wow, Margo. What do I say about Margo? Now, if you've been with me for a while, you know that I've worked on Margo the Boxer. It is a legit kit. It always feels weird to say, but I worked on Margo a lot last year, and maybe even the year before that. She's been around for a while, let's just say that. And it was time to get her quilted. So last November, when I was spending time with Becca, I used Becca's long arm to start the quilting process on Margo, and unfortunately she misbehaved. Now, technically she didn't misbehave. The long arm machine had some issues. I don't know exactly what caused it, but there was a bird's nest on the backside of Margo, and yeah, all the quilting that I had done, which was almost half the quilt, needed to come out. It all needed to come out, and it needed to be refreshed and redone. And I didn't really have time to fix it there either. So I brought it back home and gave it to my quilter to work on because I was going to try and do it myself, actually. I was going to try and use the machine that my quilter has and rent time on it. But it just soon became apparent that I was just not going to be able to do it by myself. So my quilter offered to go ahead and jump on it and work on it. And then life happened. In fact, a lot of life happened for both me and my quilter. And let's just say that my quilter's machine also was having some problems. My poor quilter, Nancy, she was having to do like 10-inch sections at a time. It is straight line quilted, so you know how precise you need to be with that straight line quilting, and her machine was just giving her fits. I feel horrible for Nancy. She tried so hard to do everything in her power to get the machine to behave, and it just wasn't. And again, I feel terrible for Nancy, and I apologize profusely to her for making her go through this. And of course, once you get it started, you can't just kind of change without having to rip all the stitches back out. And let's face it, this quilt has been through 2 stitchings now at this point, and the fabric, I don't know if it could handle another go at the quilting. So she decided to press on. And in fact, I offered for her to stop and you know, not worry about it, but she wanted to press on. She wanted to persevere. She saw it as a challenge, and I can't thank her enough. She did get through it. The machine, it just didn't quite give the stitching I was hoping for, but I have already entered it into several shows, and there really wasn't a lot that could be done because I didn't want to have to pull it back out. So she continued on and persevered, and I honestly don't think people are going to notice the differences at all. And by differences, I mean like the subtle things that, you know, I notice that my quilter would notice, but probably most people won't notice when they're looking at it. And when you stand back from it, you really don't see those imperfections. So yeah, I think it's gonna do fine. I don't know how it's gonna do in judging. We'll see. We'll see what the judges come back with. I'm hoping for a ribbon still, even if it's honorable mention. That would be great. I'd be happy with it, but we'll have to wait and see what happens in the different shows that it's going in, and it's going to go into the State Fair of Texas as well. So honestly, Margo's just kind of been the quilt from hell, to be honest. It has been the quilt from hell, and I'm really ready just to get it done. It seems like every step of this quilt, since I started quilting it, has just gone wrong. Even the binding, when I was putting the binding on, it seemed like there were just things that it just... Have you ever had that project that you just want to scream at? This has been that project, but thankfully it is almost done. Cannot wait for it to be completely done and over with, so I don't have to worry about it anymore. Yeah, just need to finish the hand stitching on the quilt sleeve and I'll be good to go. So yeah, while Margo may have been the quilt from hell, I had a huge breakthrough and success this month. I am so excited because I got to spend some time with Leo. Many of y'all know Leo from my channel already. If you don't already know him, make sure to check him out. I'll make sure to link to his information down below, including his brand new YouTube channel, which you can go subscribe to. He doesn't have any videos as of yet, but he is currently working behind the scenes to make sure that there will be some videos up soon. So make sure to go check out his YouTube video listed down in the description below. Make sure to go check that out. He and I, we've been talking for a while. I'm going to go back, actually, and tell the story, because when I was president of my quilt guild, we had Leo come talk to us and do a workshop as well. Unfortunately, at that time, I was working Saturdays and couldn't attend his workshop, so I never got to take the workshop and find out his process for his technique. I always wanted to learn it, right? I wanted to learn how he did that because he's amazing at what he does. His quilting, his quilts and quilt design is just stunning. And so I really wanted to learn how to do that. For years, I've talked to him about working on a Lady Gaga piece, and I actually had 2 pieces of artwork that I wanted to use as inspiration for my design. The original one that I had picked, he said would be okay, but he actually saw the other design that I had in mind and thought that would be a better one. And I'm so glad I listened to his suggestion because it is fantastic. So over the course of 2 weekends, he and I went to his workshop and worked on Lady Gaga pieces. He took the original one that I wanted to do, and so we just decided to make it a Lady Gaga couple of weekends where we sat and had a great time watching TV, talking, just all the things. We even went live on my YouTube channel at one point, and just had a great time talking and working on these pieces together. Now I have to say that Leo has the patience of a saint. There were a couple of times when my brain just wasn't quite capturing or understanding his process and how it works. So there were definitely, I kid you not, I probably asked the same question about 6 times in 6 different ways. And thankfully he's so patient and understands that brains work differently. And so each time he would try and target a different tactic to get the answer across to me. And finally it was a breakthrough and I understood. But this is all layered fabric, what you're looking at. It is all layered fabric, and Lady Gaga, the quilt top, has officially been completed. It is now, of course, time to start thinking about the quilting, and honestly, I don't think it's going to happen before my move. I just have too much going on. I did contact a quilter about possibly them quilting it, but the more I think about it, the more I wonder if I should work on the quilting myself. That hair is just screaming for thread painting, which I've never done before. So that makes me terribly nervous about quilting my own quilt. But by the same token, I also am terrified of the thought of sending it out to somebody as well. So I don't know. I don't know what's going to end up happening, but I could not be more proud of this design. It really gave me such a confidence boost and showed me that I have the capability to tackle the largest project that I am willing to take on. Leo was quite funny because when I showed him my idea, he's like, this is the design that you want to do for your first one. And I was like, yes. And he's like, oh, okay. And I'm like, go big or go home, right? I love how it came out though. His suggestions were amazing. I could not have done this without his mentorship, and I greatly appreciate him taking the time to work with me on this design. And it's interesting too, because now that I have an idea of how the method works and how it all, the process behind it, I can't stop finding myself finding those moments where I'm like, this might make a beautiful portrait quilt, or this would be a really great portrait quilt, or it would be a great design for that technique. I don't know. I've got some other ideas, but it may be a little bit before I tackle them. But now that I know how it works, I have more confidence in it, and I can't wait to tackle another project. Oh my gosh, guys, my brain is just going in a million different directions. I almost forgot that I crossed over the 15,000 subscriber mark here on YouTube. I cannot thank you enough. It is because of you that I was able to make that happen. Y'all are just amazing. Let me just say that. I love the community here on YouTube. Y'all are the best. And I can't do it without you. That is why I'm here on YouTube, and I appreciate each and every one of you for taking the time to watch my videos, to hang out in live streams and chat and all of that. It is a blast. It is one of the best parts of my week, and I greatly appreciate your support. Now with that, if you remember, there is a prize. There's a giveaway. There's a thing happening. There is going to be a giveaway that happens, and I'll put a link down in the description of this video to the Google form that you'll need to fill out in order to win a prize. And yes, I said a prize because there's actually more than one. Originally, I had contacted Threaded Lines asking if they would help me do the giveaway, and they said yes. So they are one of the sponsors. Yep, I said one of the sponsors for the giveaway. They are sponsoring a $100 gift card to their online store. So make sure to go fill out that form. That's a $100 gift card to Threaded Lines, which is awesome. And it's open to international. In fact, this whole giveaway is open to international folks. So if you're international, guess what? You get to participate, which is awesome. So we have that. We have the Threaded Lines gift card, $100 gift card. Then Cotton Cuts reached out and said that they would like to sponsor a prize. So there will be a small Wild West puzzle mystery quilt. That's right. Somebody has the chance to win a small Wild West puzzle mystery quilt, which is so exciting. And I cannot wait for the drawing to actually happen. It's going to be amazing. So thank you to Cotton Cuts for sponsoring that portion. And then Beth from Goody Goods also wanted to make a donation to the giveaway. So she is giving away a quilt kit. I'll put the picture up on the screen so you can see what it looks like. And she's also going to be offering a discount on quilting services for everyone. In fact, if you use Ian15 at her discount code box, there's a little box where you can put it in a discount code. If you use Ian15 when you are asking for quilting services, she'll give you 15% off. Check out the link down in the description below to her website where you can go fill out the form and get the process started. So that prize is for everyone. The discount is for everyone, but there will be 3 winners. You have the $100 gift card, did you see that? I missed my finger. The $100 gift card from Threaded Lines. Somebody else will win the small puzzle mystery quilt Wild West, and then somebody else will win the quilt kit from Beth. It is amazing. I thank you guys for sponsoring that. This is so awesome that y'all are going to be doing that. Thank you guys for sponsoring the giveaway, and go fill out that Google form. 3 great prizes, 3 great winners. It's going to be awesome. So there you go, guys. That's going to wrap up today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know about your thoughts down in the comments. I always love reading your comments. So let me know what you think about the projects that I worked on this month. And let me know do you have any ideas for projects that I could work on with limited sewing supplies? Because I'm racking my brain trying to figure that out, and I just don't know that I have answers for it. But I promise you, we will still continue videos and doing live streams up until the very moment I leave. I have an idea for the very last live stream from my apartment, so be on the lookout for that. Hope you have a great day, guys, and remember, normal is just a setting on the dryer. Bye!